Hello, people of God. This is my Jacob's Way TV, and I'm Dupi Dupi singer. Uche has died, remember? But I had promised. Oh, before I go on, this is episode 129. Episode 129. Like I was saying, Uche had died, but I told you that if I remember any story concerning him, I'll bring it up. I used to go to Ibadan every week. I have a break now, so it's right for me to use that tense. I will still continue going, but for now, I'm not going. And taking Uche and Timothy, I've said that in previous videos. At this time, I did not go driving. I did not drive to Ibadan. I went by public transport. Uche called me and asked me where I was. I said I was in Ibadan. And before I knew it, Uche had come to look for me in Ibadan. I was angry with him. He met me in my mother's house. Why did you not tell me you were coming? He was looking at me. I told you could be in moods. So he followed me to church. So we were in church together. I did all the ministration, prayer meeting with the old women in church. And we had to travel back together in the same public bus. I was angry with him, but I usually like to sit in front. He will have sat with me in front. I told the transport people I didn't want him to sit with me in front. He sat almost directly behind me. When we got into Lagos, we got to Alausa. I will still be going further. He was supposed to drop at Alausa. The bus had stopped for him. Uche refused to alight. I'm always not sure about how to pronounce that word. He refused to come down. He was wasting people's time in the bus. I said, Uche, please come down. This is where you're supposed to. He said, Mommy, I want to follow you home. Don't forget that other passengers in the car, in the bus, did not know our relationship. It was very emotional. It was on the verge of crying. Mommy, I want to follow you home. I don't have a mommy. I want to follow you home. You are now my mommy. Ordinarily, there would have been nothing wrong with me asking him to come home. But don't forget, I also have my husband, who is the head of the home. I couldn't take that decision on my own. But beyond that, I had this fear that Uche will come into my home and become, a big problem to me and my family. Because he will regain his own kingdom. He will start his own kingdom in my house. Before you will know it, Uche will usurp the authority of my husband. We never do things right. When you ask him, stay in this room, I won't be surprised if you find him in another room. And he was used to the freedom of being alone. It wasn't going to be easy to put him inside the house. And Azan had told me something. I don't know if I've mentioned it to you, my viewers. I think it's very important to mention it here. He told me, Mommy, it is always very difficult to cage, in quotes, a man who has been on the streets for so long. Um, he says, he said they don't have a door. There's no door that closes behind them. The place is open and free to them. Nobody will tell them this is when you should come in. Nobody can tell them this is when you should go out. They are just free. The day Azan told me that, I sat him down. I told him, anybody who says it's just free is not well. because it's not real. I say even the president of the nation is not so free. That's why he has uh, the Senate and the House of is it the House of Assembly or whatever. People who watch him. That's why he has people of parliament that will tell him no, we cannot take this nonsense. A man in his home is not free like that. Even the best of men who bully their wives, a man that keeps coming home late, he's not so free because he knows his wife is not happy with him. Anybody who chooses to be free with things that nobody can tell me when you should go in or go out, that person is not a real person. There's something not or completely right about that person. Something is wrong. You don't have a wife that will tell you no. This is no, no. You can't eat more than that. No, no, don't wear that dress out. Daddy, as you go, don't come back home late. Ah, what kind of a life is that? I said to Uche, no, you cannot come with me to the house. It was a difficult thing. We had to stop, wait, and we continued our journey. And I felt so bad. I wish I could bring him to my home so he could have a home. I felt so bad afterwards, but I knew it was a no no. No, it wasn't something I could take. And it had always made me wonder about space. That word space, let's look at it from another angle. My space, your space. How can you come to my space and you want to displace me? How can you come to my place and you want to displace me? How can I invite you into my house and you want to do exactly everything that is contrary to what you know I want? How can you come to my house and you want to be Lord over me? I don't want to come to your house and be Lord over you. You have a right to tell me this is where. That's why people have guest rooms. But if you come back and you find me on your bed and you say no, but this is not the room I gave you. I said, well, this is the room I like to stay in. Or you go and sleep in my daughter's room and you're a man. I said, well, this is not the room I gave you. And you say, well, this is the room I want. I tell you, I tell you something, the only person who has a right in the world, in heaven and on earth, to do that is God, the Trinity, Holy Spirit. You cannot tell them, don't sleep in my bedroom. You cannot tell them. If you invite them into your house, they can occupy anywhere. As a human being, no, no, sir, no. I have sat down and thought, meditated on this matter. I can write a whole book on it. And I always come to this conclusion. How come you came to the world of God and God has set his commandments and his limitations? He has given us his laws and we behave as if it was our great grandfather that created the earth. I pastor very hard boys. Sometimes when they ask me questions, the way I answer them back, is it my children, they have that joke amongst them. Says, this is my pen. Give it to me. It's my pen. And the other one will say, is it your father that bought it for me? It's a joke between them. That's a way of saying it's not your own. I bought this by myself. And they all laugh it off. Is it your father that created the sky that is like that? Is it your father that created the mountains and the valleys? Is it your father that created everything that is working perfectly? Is it your great grandfather or God Almighty? I've told you before, even the guys on the street, even in that open nest, when a guy has a space behind the flower that is sleeping and somebody else has to come there, he will fight. He can die on that space. When new people come and they say, Bros, please, can I stay with you? I don't know this place yet. And if a street guy allows you to take a little space out of his space, he will warn you. If you go beyond this, this is where I put my pillow, this is where I put my head. You cannot stay here. Go away. I tell you, if you trespass, I think that's the meaning of trespass. If you trespass, you are finished. I've seen many, some of the boys who come to church, they will have a bandage on their heads. Some of them will come to church, there is a wound under their eyes. And when you find out, it is always that they are fighting because of their space. Space that is not allocated to them by God, by either God or even government or by anybody. Then we all come to God's earth. Who is the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. He has a right to tell you this is the way to go. And if you say no, he has a right to do anything he wants with you. Here I will defend God. Here I will defend God. I've woken up in the middle of the night many times and said to the Lord, I will defend you. If if who is the one in the church in recent times? He said to me, Mommy, I have my head is paining me. His head was swollen. What happened? I already knew he was in a fight. His friend, Chinedu, said to me, Mommy, you know your son, he has gone to fight. When I found out, it was about space. He almost killed himself. If I had to beg that guy, I had to beg him. I almost knelt down to beg him. Please, he said I should not need that. I wanted to need that. They will kill you because of space. Space. But during the day, the local government, people can carry them and go and lock them up for because it is not given to them. They are just using that space for now. And you come into my life, my home, and you see where I put my dining table. Before I come back, you have removed the dining table and put it somewhere else without my permission. I have a right to send you out of my life, out of my home, out. And that is where many of us are with God. Are you like Uche? Are you like Uche? One, or are you like Azan, who says you cannot cage a man that is on the streets? I'm always telling them, who wants to marry you? They say, where is your wife? They will all laugh. I say, where is the wife? I don't know. No, they will ask the wife, where is your husband? Because the husband has been a street guy who doesn't want to stay behind the door. I don't know. Where has he gone to? I don't know. When is he coming back? I don't know. This is my Jacob's Way TV. I'm Dupi Dupi singer. I hope you have learned one or two things. Just check your life. Are you overstepping your bounds, your boundary? Are you that is the meaning of trespass? God has drawn a line, and God says don't go beyond this place. And you deliberately say what will happen. I'm going to do it, nothing will happen. Everybody has complete freedom. Even when Jesus said the Son of Man has given you freedom, it's not that you will go and trespass the laws and the commandments of God. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.